talking about traveling in Japan today. Our previous video was superstitions in Japan.
Right
I want to
on.
talk a little bit about traveling with my friend Dan Miner. We're going to talk about traveling. Thanks for joining me today, Dan. I know you've
Always
got
happy.
some pictures. Yeah, great. Always happy to have you. Of
Yeah,
course,
thanks.
we do the layman's philosophy on Wednesday, 11 o'clock a.m. It's a little bit later now. For our friends in America, it's what on the East Coast, it's what 5 a.m.
Right.
West Coast is what 2 a.m. I guess. So some people may be just getting up. Uh, well,
Me.
where have you been in Japan, Dan? You have any specific places you wanted to?
Let's see. In Japan, I started out my first 2 years in Niigata. Um,
Right.
and and when I was in Niigata, I spent a lot of time in Niigata, around the Niigata prefecture. I also visited Tokyo several times and Kyoto. I had somebody that I knew in Kyoto, and so I went there quite often on vacations. Kyoto, I got to know a little bit. Of course, this is 30 years ago. I've heard that it's changed a lot. I haven't really been there since. So, yeah.
I'm sure it has changed a lot since then. Yeah,
Mm.
definitely. So you've pretty much been all around Japan, I guess. Have you been to Hokkaido and Okinawa and most places in
Yeah.
between?
No, I basically, the main island, Honshu, from the north up to, I was up in Aomori, Akita in the north, and I've been, basically all throughout, down to the south, down to Hiroshima, Yamaguchi, down to the south, of course, and then Kyushu. I've been all over Kyushu, but I haven't been to Shikoku. I haven't been to Okinawa. I haven't been to Hokkaido.
Oh wow. Okay. Yes, you've got a lot to see.
Yep.
Eventually coming up here. Yeah. I've been to Hokkaido and Okinawa and most places in between. I had a great trip to Hokkaido was when I was on my second year here in Japan on the JET program. A friend of mine and I decided to drive to Hokkaido from
Mm.
Kumamoto in 1995,
Wow.
actually. And we drove this very, very small road up there, a 2-lane road, Route 3, actually, if you're familiar with that. Um,
Wow.
yeah, we didn't take the highways because we wanted to experience little towns and little venues on our way
Mm.
up. Plus, we wanted to see the Japan seaside, which is gorgeous, actually. Right, the
Yeah.
west side of Japan is beautiful.
Mm, mm.
So that's what we wanted to do, and we left at night at the beginning of August in 1995. Our goal was to travel at night, since it would be cool,
Right.
and sleep in the day, but we found that was really hard. Yes.
Yeah.
So we wanted to leave August. I guess it was the beginning of August. We wanted to time it to get to Hiroshima for the 50th anniversary of the bombing. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and we made it. We
Wow.
stayed on Miyajima Island. Yeah, and
Cool.
from there we took the train to Hiroshima to the A bomb dome.
Hmm.
And we were there for the 50th anniversary, which was great.
Cool.
Fantastic. It was a really, really, really moving ceremony. Yeah.
Cool.
Uh,
Have you
yeah.
have you been to many festivals?
I've been to a few festivals. We did a lot of festivals on our way up to Hokkaido that summer too.
Hmm.
And summer festivals, I've been to a lot of small local festivals around my house, my town here in Kumamoto. Plus, just visiting festivals here and there where you don't really know anyone.
Mm.
But it's still unique to go to the festival to see all the different offerings that the small towns have.
Yeah.
How about
You've been
yourself?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, the famous ones here. They changed the name of it. It used to be called the Boshita Matsuri, but then
Hmm.
because of the sensitivity of that term, they changed it to something else, and I can't remember what they changed it to.
Didn't they change it to the what was it? The Fujisaki Gu Festival? Isn't that?
I mean, that's really, is that what they call it? Because it seemed like it was something less familiar than that to me. But whatever it was, yeah, that starts at Fujisaki-gu. Yeah, that festival, the ones with the festival with all the horses.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
There used to be Boshta, I know that, and I know
Right.
the sensitivity, and they did change it. So I've referred to it, and I've heard it referred to as the Fujisaki Gu Festival.
Okay. Yeah.
It might be something else.
Yeah, I think the official name is actually something else, but yeah, Fujisaki-gu, is descriptive. That definitely let people know which one we're talking about. Yeah.
Indeed, indeed, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of years. I got a friend that lives in the neighborhood there where the festival starts out. Then so I got a chance to do carry the little portable shrine on my shoulder there. Be one of the dozen guys that are carrying it there.
Great, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never did that, but I had a couple opportunities to join from the very, very beginning at 6 a.m. I think they start, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so that was fun. That was great. Yeah. Other festivals, yeah, I haven't been to any other major festivals actually.
Oh, I hit a couple when I was in Niigata. The couple of the big ones. The one in Aomori, the Nebuta Festival. You heard of that?
Yeah. You went there?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, that sounds great.
That was pretty impressive. The big the big floats there that they got going that are all lit up and everything. And yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Sure. Yeah. That sounds great. Yeah. Well, I'd love to make this. That is a famous festival. Everybody knows the Nebuta Festival. Yeah.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, so that's Nebuta is in Aomori and Neputa is in Akita. They're very different. This name is almost the same, but yeah, they're very different. But they were like one right after the other. And I went from Akita to Aomori, so I got to take in both of those. That was interesting. Yeah. The festivals, they don't go half festivals in Japan, that's for sure. All the the floats out there and the noise,
Indeed, I hear you. Yeah, they're all many.
Oh, what's happening? Is it me that's losing your signal, or are you losing your signal? I don't know. If I okay, so there I am. I brought my. Maybe it was me. Hello, Jeff. You're looking. Oh, there you are. Everything cool? You're like I don't know if it's me or you or the something in between.
Do we lose? We lost the connection there.
Okay. All right, but we're still live. Oh, I lost you again. Okay, well, Jeff has handed the show off to me for a second here until he gets his connection back up. Come on, Jeff, you can do it. Connect that internet. You can do it. Plug your finger into the Wi-Fi socket there, or into the LAN port, right? Use yourself as a human conductor. You can do it. Anyway, yeah. So the festivals in Japan, like I said, the one has these huge floats of these like kabuki character looking guys are all painted up in lots of reds and blacks and yellows and so on. Yeah. It's like like the Rose Bowl parade or something like that with all these floats, but yeah, it's on that kind of scale. It's really quite impressive.
Yeah, sounds awesome. I saw some random festivals like that on our way up to Hokkaido and in Hokkaido as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hokkaido was great. We took the ferry across, right?
Mm-hmm.
Into the southern part of Hokkaido. Yeah. And then up through Sapporo.
Yeah.
We went to a small Ainu village,
Ah.
yeah, which was great, and then up to Wakanai,
Mm,
northern tip of Hokkaido.
right. Yeah. Wow.
Which was,
You really
yeah,
got around.
we got around.
Yeah.
We camped in Hokkaido. Those are primary means of staying overnight, camping.
Okay.
We stayed in several onsen centers on the way up
Mm-hmm.
to save money. But we
Good idea.
figured we would travel during the day. Of course, we couldn't do that. It was way too hot. So we ended up camping anywhere we could. One night we camped in a shrine.
Wow.
Yeah, we were exhausted looking for somewhere to stay, and we just said, well, let's pitch a tent right here in the middle of the shrine, right? We woke up the next morning to people visiting the shrine kind of staring at us like, what are these gaijin doing getting out of a tent? You know, yeah.
They're really devoted. I tell you, these gaijin really take their shrine seriously there, right?
Yeah, indeed, right, indeed, exactly. Right. So you're like, oh, I'm sorry. One morning we pitched a tent in a woman's field, and she too kind of, saw us getting out of the tent in the morning, and she was kind of like, "Non desu ka?" Right? What are you doing? We're like, sorry, ma'am. Right? We borrowed your field for a night, but she was cool. She was cool.
Yeah.
That
Could you speak much Japanese at that time?
No, at that time we couldn't speak hardly any Japanese. We were very green as far as Japan and Japanese went.
Yeah.
So
probably a good thing. That probably saved you. If you could understand them, it might cause more problems than it solved.
Yeah, totally, indeed, right, indeed, yeah. And we were driving. I remember several stories that are really fun. We were driving in Hokkaido, lost in banter about living in Japan. We're on this island in the middle of the Pacific, new over here to Japan, talking about teaching and what things we were going to experience in Japan, and carrying on, talking, and the car goes. We ran out of gas in the middle of Hokkaido, in the middle of nowhere, basically.
Oh no.
Yes, we ran out of gas, and fortunately, a guy in a pickup truck came by. We were able to gesture, no gasoline, no gasoline. We can't start the car. As many gestures as we could think of, and he said, "Come on!" Right?
Oh.
We got into his pickup truck, and he took us to his farm where he had a gas tank, a gas dispenser.
Uh-huh.
And he filled us up with some gas into this little can. We took it back to the car, put it in, and we gave him Nisen yen, 2,000 yen. Here you go, sir. Here you go. For your services, please, please, please. And he refused to take it. And at that point, we knew what kind of people the Japanese were, right?
Yeah.
We kept trying to give it to him, and he just wouldn't take it. He just was going like this, no. And we said, wow, maybe we're in a good country. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So that was
a great story. That's a great story. Yeah.
And we did some hiking up there on Taisetsuzan, which is a beautiful, one of the biggest mountain peaks in Japan. That was a great experience.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking, you're lucky that it was a Japanese farmer. I could just imagine, you're some places in the States, and a farmer takes you out to his farm. You never hear from you again.
I know, yeah. Seriously, thinking Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right.
Indeed, right, yeah. I know, extremely lucky, and it was extremely fortunate we were here.
Yeah.
So we had a great time, and it took us 4 days in total to get up to Hokkaido. We stopped at various places. We actually went through Niigata. And I think Niigata City is where we stayed in the shrine.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, you were the ones they were talking about.
That's it. Exactly.
I heard those crazy gaijin thought the shrine was a campground. My God.
So then we got up to Aomori too. We went to Aomori, right? Mm-hmm. And we took the ferry from Aomori to what's the town in the southern part of Hokkaido?
Hakodate.
Hakodate, yeah. We took the ferry to Hakodate. Caught the night view that Hakodate is famous for.
Mm-hmm.
We took my friend's K car, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a K car, a turbo K car.
Yeah, but still, that's a long haul for a K car.
It was a serious long haul for a K car.
For those
And,
people that don't know what a K car is, it's a tiny
Yeah.
little car that only has, like, at that time it probably, I don't know, it's maybe 660, or maybe that was the 550 cc era. I can't remember. You know, they switched over there, but like no
They
more
did.
than 660 cc's. You know, like less than half of your standard. You know, the size of a standard car engine, basically. You know.
No, that's right. That's right. Exactly. Yeah. I think his was a 660.
Yeah.
And it was also turbo. So you hit the button and turbo kicks in. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was a stick shift.
Okay.
And I hadn't driven many stick shifts in my time.
Oh.
So I learned to drive a stick shift on my friend's Vega in America.
Okay.
I pretty much ground the gears on that one. So he was
Oh,
like, get out of the wheel. You're not driving. So that was my second opportunity to drive a stick shift.
Mm.
My friend's K car, and I ground the gears a little bit, of course, because driving one person all the way, it's over 1,000 miles, right?
Huh.
All that way is pretty
Right.
heavy. So we shared driving responsibilities, and I had to
Cool.
relearn how to drive a stick after grinding the gears a bit. But yeah. So after here, our first stop was Hiroshima. On
Uh-huh.
the way to Hiroshima, we found this great river and went skinny dipping in the river, right? We just jumped in, yeah.
Yeah.
We had some people looking at us too then. What are these gaijin doing? Then getting to Hiroshima was great.
Well, yeah.
Staying at Miyajima was interesting. Have you been up there?
I've been to Miyajima, but I haven't done any camping there at all. No, I haven't done really much camping at all in Japan. A couple of times, just like overnights, but not any extended camping.
Mm-hmm. It was cool. It was a great experience. You can rent a tent there, right? And one problem is there are many deer. It's just run over by deer.
Right.
Looking for food, of course, right? So we had to be careful that we didn't leave any food out because they would rummage through everything.
Yeah.
But then from Miyajima, it's not far to Hiroshima City.
Right.
You just jump on the train. But Miyajima is a cool shrine. For those of you who don't know, Miyajima is on the edge of the water. And when the tide, there's a shrine gate, a torii, in the water. And when the tide goes out, you can walk down to the gate and walk around the shrine and take pictures at the torii, right? Of course, when the tide comes up, you better get out of there because the water gets really quite high. It's very interesting, actually. Yeah.
That's definitely a place to visit if you come to Japan. Absolutely, a highlight not to miss.
It is. It's definitely very nice, right?
Yeah.
And then the 50th anniversary of the Hiroshima there, which I kind of felt like, oh my gosh, right? I'm from America, and here I am at the 50th year anniversary.
Yeah.
Bombing, whoa, right? Yeah. But I mean, everybody, of course, understands everything. And have you been to the visitor center there at the A-bomb?
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's a really nice museum there, a Holocaust museum, almost. Right. Yes.
Yeah.
So that was very moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then after that, right, we drove up the west side. We went to Tottori. Tottori Prefecture has natural sand dunes, and you can rent a camel, right, and walk across the sand dunes, which was cool.
So that's something I didn't do, because when I drove my car from Niigata, I drove over to Kobe, and then from Kobe we took an overnight ferry to Oita, and then drove the car from Oita over here. So it went down the other side, and so yeah, I've never been to Tottori. Always from Hiroshima to Tokyo, or that route has always been on the Shinkansen. So yeah.
Got you, right. There's a direct route, right? Shinkansen, and it's even more direct now,
right,
through Kumamoto. But I guess you had to take it to Fukuoka, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the most direct route to take. But if you do have a chance, driving that west side is gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When when I was in Niigata, yeah, that's the coast road along there.
Right.
That's the way we always used to take. Go up there, go up to Akita and so on. Really beautiful, beautiful scenery up there. The whole coast is just wonderful. Yeah,
it is. It's beautiful. Akita is great too. Yes. Yeah. I went to a conference in Akita.
Uh-huh.
And we were warned because they're bear around, right? Kind of a bear who, right, just tend to run around and yeah. So you can't leave the beaten path.
Right. Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, Japan, you don't think of Japan so much of its wildlife. I mean, at least when I was in America, my image, I didn't I mean, the idea of wild bears or, other dangerous animals I mean, that just didn't seem to fit my picture of Japan, but yeah, definitely. I mean, the bears, the wild boar, which we even have around here, those those are big and dangerous if, they, get upset with you for whatever reason. Yeah, you don't want to cross one of those either.
No, you're absolutely right. They are ferocious and they can get quite vicious. And they're a wild bear here in Oslo, right?
Right.
Wild boar, sorry, wild boar in Oslo.
Wild boar. Yeah. Yeah.
Wild boar.
Yeah.
Inoshishi is the Japanese word. They're good eating.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
they can get vicious.
Yeah. Yeah. But
yeah.
the biggest menace, did you go to Kyoto?
Yes, yeah, I've been to Kyoto a couple times. Right.
Arashiyama?
Yes, yeah, okay, right.
All the monkeys, my God,
Yeah, right.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I mean, I hadn't seen much. Outside of a zoo, I hadn't really seen monkeys before. And that, then that experience is like, well, I don't know if I really need to see any more. That was enough.
I know there are hundreds, right?
Oh man,
They pretty much virtually attack you, also, don't they?
Yes, yeah. I mean, yeah. Again, they're like the deer, always looking for food, and so on, and they'll help themselves if like the lady's got a bag or a purse or something hanging from their shoulder. The monkeys will be like pickpocketing, seeing what you got in there that might be edible.
Yeah, right. Indeed. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And there's also a monkey mountain in Oita. Have you been to Oita?
Just briefly, I mean, I've been there a time or two, but yeah, I haven't been to the monkey mountain there. No.
Yeah, Monkey Mountain is kind of near Beppu,
Okay.
and it's similar to the one in Kyoto. Yeah, it's just overrun with monkeys. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Monkeys, yeah, and they climb on your car, right? They'll bother you for food.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Beppu's north of Oita City, right? I've been from Oita City on south, but not north of Oita City. So.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's worth a trip too. One place I haven't been that I'd really like to go is the safari, the African safari in Oita.
Right.
Have you been there?
No. I remember hearing that advertised. I don't hear that advertised. Maybe it's because I stopped watching Japanese TV, but I don't hear that advertised anymore. But yeah, it sounds, like it really would be, an interesting experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to just check it out, just to see at least once. I had been meaning to do that for a while, and then COVID came around.
Right. Yeah. COVID changed a lot of things, didn't it?
It certainly did. Yeah, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll get back to normal. We can kind of travel. I mean, it's hard to travel in Japan now, even too, right?
Yeah. Getting back to normal. That's kind of beyond hope for you, isn't it, there, Jeff?
Dan, don't spread the secret now. Come on. Dan's my best buddy.
Yeah, I give him a hard time. He's like my little brother. I gotta tease him when I can. Yep.
Indeed. Yeah. Seriously, you're like my big brother.
Yeah.
Always picking on me.
Yeah. Yeah, but we gotta get back. Yeah, speaking of travel, I mean, yeah, Japan we've done a pretty good job on. We got to get back to the Philippines, my friend.
Yes, yeah, that would be great. Oh, that would really be excellent. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't been there, since 2000. When was it? 18
18.
was
Yeah.
that year
Yep.
I went. So that's already going on 3 years ago. Hard to believe.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And
God,
when was the last time you were there?
in 2020 when the COVID
Oh,
was starting, I got out of there like 2 days or 3 days before they locked it down. A couple more days, and I don't know when I would have got out of there. Or I mean, I would have had to gone through the 2 weeks quarantine. When I came back to Japan, but I just made it. No problem. So that was good.
yeah, that's good. This sounds like my trip to America. I squeaked out at the end of February, and everyone knew there was a virus, and I was kind of like, well, I have to go see my mother, before this things get out of hand, and
Mm.
people are like, are you sure you want to do that? I took the chance, but wore a mask the whole time on the trip. Yeah.
Right. Right.
And got back on March 11th, actually.
Mm.
I think, no, March 11th, I got back to Kumamoto.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the next day, yeah, it was just like boom, over, right? Okay, lock everything down.
Yeah.
The world's closed. Yeah. So just made it back too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
So,
That COVID.
Oh yeah, we're pretty lucky. Yeah, but a lot of people didn't have that luck. I mean,
That's right.
I knew a few people who traveled during 2020 outside of Japan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and came back and had to do quarantine for 2 weeks. And
Man, I mean, I don't see how that they can, I mean, it's hard to take that much time off. You gotta build in basically a month buffer. If you're quarantined at the country that you're going to, and then you're quarantined when you come back, that's 2 weeks on each end. That's an extra month in your vacation time just for quarantine. That's
yeah,
rough.
it's crazy. Thanks for the award, JJ.
Oh
Yeah,
JJ
I caught
Walsh.
your broadcast recently too. Yeah,
No,
cool.
JJ's great.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
JJ's
JJ lives in
Hiroshima.
it's Hiroshima, right? Yeah. hmm Have
No.
you seen her?
Oh
Your
yeah. Oh yeah.
broadcast?
Yeah, I catch her broadcast quite often. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, they're really
Definitely
good. So
good
great.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm gonna catch more of those too.
Yep.
I just added her as a friend recently.
Yeah, we gotta support each other. So there's you, Jeff and I are here in Kumamoto, and JJ Walsh there in Hiroshima, and then there's Dave in Osaka.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to look him up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a few of us here broadcasting in Japan. Yep, it's good.
Yeah, excellent. Dan's been doing it a lot longer than I have. Then I'm just kind of getting into the program now.
Yep.
Catching up with everything. So
yeah,
trying to find people and add people. So yeah.
Yeah, but it's more or less the blind leading the blind here. Because I mean, I've been at it, but I've been thrashing around for about 2 months now. But yeah, so yeah, I've been thrashing around longer. I wouldn't say that I've been doing any quality broadcasting, but yeah, at least I've been giving it a try.
Well, I've been thrashing around probably more than you have. But JJ just said Saki is in Okayama. Oh, great.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, that one was one I wasn't familiar with. Yeah. There's also let's see, Kaori Taka, what's her name? Oh, I can't remember. I'm her Facebook friend. I can't remember what her I'm remembering her real name now instead of what she is on here. Oh, that's terrible. She's been offline for a little bit now. She's been traveling, or she's been doing some things, kept her busy. She's the comedian I think I mentioned to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think you guys did a broadcast once together, didn't you?
Right. Yeah. Kilara. That's it.
Kilara. Right.
Yep. Oh, yeah, Mercy. High five. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Thanks, Mercy, for the high five. Awesome. Yeah, great. Yeah. I'm still learning how to do that too, giving awards, and still learning how to read the chats and responding to chats while you're broadcasting.
Yep. Yeah.
It's not 100% easy. It takes a little bit of practice. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you definitely got to multitask. You're talking and watching the comments and so on. Yeah, it's hard to keep track of sometimes, but
it really is. And I still don't know how to upload any videos or any images or what have you, or make a nice little introduction like you have, Dan.
Yeah. Well. I try, just trying to do things a little bit interesting, a little bit off the beaten path there,
How do you make that introduction just briefly? You did that on PowerPoint, you said?
Do that on PowerPoint. Yeah. Do PowerPoint, and then you can export it as a short video. That's me in the Philippines. We went up. That was in the northern part of the Philippines. There, I just brought up a picture there. That's what I was telling you about. I've got that. I opened that up on my computer in the preview. Right, just double click on a picture and open up the preview, and then share that window, and there it goes.
Oh wow, really? Okay, I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got to find a kind of a good picture to do that. The last trip I took, series of trips, were to Amakusa down here in southern Kumamoto with some research, and we had a great time. I mean, I hadn't been to Amakusa that much, and it was just a fantastic series of 3 trips we were able to take.
Cool.
And since then, haven't been. But let me try to find a good picture or two. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, that was another one. This was, I think, in Biliran, which is used to be a part of Leyte, but now it's its own province now. Biliran, up hiking there. Nice view you can see in the background. Yeah. Pretty nice.
Okay. I got you. So if I do that, I present, is that right?
Right. You present, and then the window that you've clicked on that picture to open it up in preview or whatever, and you should be able to share that window.
Okay.
Got what I mean? Yeah. There you go. Now go ahead and
okay.
Go ahead and make it the number 1 there. There you go.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, great. Yeah, this is in Ogre Park.
Ogre Park.
Yeah, in Amakusa, right? It's very, very interesting park. Yeah.
So what is that?
Onojo-koen it's called. Onojo-koen is kind of central Amakusa, southeast of Hondo, which is the main city in Amakusa. This is just a huge kind of dagger that you see. Yeah.
Okay.
That's supposed to be one of the ogres, and if you look down to the lower part of the picture, you can see a footprint.
Oh, okay.
Footprint of an ogre.
Okay.
Yeah. So
what does that say? What's that? Oni no Jo?
Yeah, Onojo-koen.
Onojo.
Onojo-koen, right? Onojo, right?
Onojo.
So yeah, but from Oni, right? Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So the ogre's castle or something like that, right?
The ogre's, right? The ogre's park, exactly. And it's pretty interesting. I just found out that I can close it just by closing that. I see.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You can stop presenting, or stop sharing or whatever, or if you close the window, that will end the presentation too. Absolutely.
Gotcha. Okay, and here's another one of Onojo-koen. This is a central feature of the park.
Oh, I thought that was a selfie of you. No.
Dan. Yeah, I think there was one morning I woke up down there after a long night.
Right.
Yeah. So it's really cool. If anyone does come down to Kumamoto, and if you make it to Amakusa, you have to go to Onojo-koen. Yeah, it's just great.
Cool.
Yeah. So now I'm figuring these things out.
Yep. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Just play around and don't worry about making mistakes, right? Sometimes the mistakes are more entertaining than anything else.
That's true, right? That's true. It's like anything. You can't worry too much about making mistakes. Yeah, no, indeed, right. Indeed. I tell my students that all the time.
Yep.
Don't worry about making mistakes. Yeah.
That's right.
Here comes some food. Yes, and this was pesto pork pasta. Yeah, it was really good.
Wow. Sounds good.
Yeah, very, very, very Italian.
Yeah.
And it was really good for being in Japan.
Where'd you get that at?
That was Amakusa too. That was Hondo, the main city.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Yeah, come to Japan for good Italian food, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it, but it's good. Okay, here's one I do have to show. This is a great shot of a park. I forget the name of it. Directly above Hondo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day. We were very lucky to get this shot.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. That's
And
a
it's
great
beautiful
view.
shot.
Yeah.
Beautiful view, and it's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
It really is worth a visit.
And that white dome in the near the bottom right corner there.
That's a stupa. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Part of this shrine here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gosh,
Yeah.
I forget the name of it. I forget the name of it, but yeah, it was a beautiful place. Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's a beautiful shot. That's great. Yeah.
Glad you like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to dig up some shots from various trips in yesteryear.
Right.
For example, to Hokkaido or to Tokyo, to Okinawa.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and
Love to see it. Yeah.
do those on the next broadcast. So you haven't been to Okinawa, huh, Dan?
No, never been to Okinawa. No, never been to Okinawa. But yeah, it's it's on my bucket list, I guess you'd say. It's on my bucket list. Oh, have you seen, oh,
That's great. Is that me or you?
I'm sorry, that's me. Let me see if I can get rid of that. Sorry
That's Mercy. She's jamming the music.
about no. This I bet you don't recognize. I think they actually did this after you were there. I don't think it was there when you were there. Let me blow that up a little bit bigger here.
And
You don't
is this in
recognize
Okinawa?
this
Wow. This is in Taklo, or actually in Palo, you know, the town next to Tacloban, and you can see Okay.
the Japanese students there. That's the group of students that I had with me the last time.
Oh, I gotcha. So that
Yeah,
was in 2019, I guess.
not 2020.
2020. Okay.
Right. Yep. Yeah. So just a
Oh
little
yeah,
over a year ago. Yeah. Typical Japanese, right? Yeah.
I see them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in for the camera.
Yeah. You betcha. But
Yeah.
the waterfalls there, you know, or the fountains there, you know, that's all new. That night lighting and everything, and the music going on. Yeah, it's a new popular night spot. It's a great dating spot now, I guess.
Well, that's cool. That's great. Yeah. Dan, something you might be interested in, and those of you watching who are interested in crafts, I met a man who makes no masks in Amakusa.
Wow.
Yeah, and he
Cool.
makes them by hand.
Wow.
And he has a huge collection of masks that he's made over the years, and
Wow.
they're just wonderful masks and just amazing. Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, he showed me the process, and I mean, I'd love to try to do it eventually.
So he's making them for himself, or are these like for sale, or?
They're for sale, and they use them in local no performances, and he's sold many.
Yeah. Well,
He has a book written about him.
well, there, Jeff, you ought to buy that one and wear it in class. You know, I mean,
I think it'd be great. It wouldn't be much of a change, though, would it?
Hey, well, it'd be a little more calming, I think. You know,
The face looks scary, though. How about that? Do I look similar?
Oh yeah, that's about it. Yep, yeah.
Yeah.
You do a better job of hiding your horns though than this one.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Get the hair up over the horns, right? Yeah. I gotta find a good one for you, Dan.
Oh.
There's just a couple more I can whip up here. Speaking of oh, here's the perfect one for you, Dan. Okay, you ready?
Okay. What's coming up here? Oh, See, my horns are bigger than yours.
You got the big horns there.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's cool. Wow, those are so cool, man. Yeah. Do you know
Yeah.
how long it takes him to carve a mask on average? Did you?
Yes, I asked him. It takes him 3 months.
Wow.
And
Holy smokes.
yeah, he carves it out of wood. It's a block of wood. And sometimes he uses cedar, but sometimes he uses ash.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got these little templates, these paper templates that he puts over in order to know what part to carve out.
Right, right.
He's got this whole collection of templates. It's just amazing to figure out how he did that. Yeah.
Is it totally hand carved? Does he use any power tools at all?
Nope, totally hand carved, hand sanded,
Wow.
hand lacquered, hand painted, and hand lacquered, and it's
Wow.
amazing. Yeah.
See these, an older guy, was he?
Yeah. I'll show you a couple more pictures. There's a couple of descriptive pictures here that I can put up. Hopefully you can see the little pieces of paper. No, I guess I'm not sure why you can't see the whole picture on there, but
yeah, you can just at the very bottom. Oh yeah, the very bottom. You can just start to see maybe the piece of paper there, but yeah, can't really see it clearly. Yeah, but these guys, I mean, these guys, I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't designated a national treasure, because these skilled craftsmen are amazing. I think we're losing Jeff again. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Jeff. I don't know whether I should keep talking or just shut up. But yeah, these people, these are are really master craftsmen, and it's
okay.
But he's coming back. There he is. You're back again. Almost back again. Darn, is that what I heard you say? Yeah, you're really not quite back yet. You're not quite back yet. It looks like you're trying to get here, but you're stuck in the doorway or something. I don't know. But yeah, Japan, has these people. I mean, it's an aging population, but a lot of these, older people that have been making these crafts for years and years and years are just, absolutely amazing. And it's one work of art, one thing that they're working on, can take months and months. But not only masks and things like that, but also tools and so on, handcrafted tools. Of course, sword making is a high art in Japan, but even tools that are used for other crafts and so on, or like tools for bonsai. There are real artisans who make the tools for making the art of bonsai, or bonsai.
Okay, Dan, you're still with me?
I'm here. I'm still here. You can't get rid of me that easily.
Hang on.
Yeah. Yeah, so JJ, we'll find Kilara-san too. Thanks. Yeah, definitely. Highly recommend her. She's a
something
sweet.
Happened to my visual.
Well, well, I see you. I don't know. Mercy, can you see Jeff? I don't know. I see and hear you just fine. I mean, now, a minute ago, you were gone completely, but. Don't know what is going on, but it's going on. What's going on? Go back to my library here. What have I got in my library? I don't have much from.
There we go.
There you go.
I don't know what happened. Blanked out. You got me? Okay.
Gotcha.
I got you. Got you loud and clear. Thank you. Does that? I guess that happens from time to time.
Yeah, yeah, depending on your connection and so on. Yeah, unpredictable, but that's just what happens, right? That's just what happens.
You just have to roll with it, and eventually it'll come back on. Yeah, great.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, very good, very good. You have another picture you're going to show here, Dan, or?
Oh, just real quickly, I was just searching around while I was waiting for you to clear up there. Yeah, but this is a little like a pontoon boat that we took down this stream, and this actually we rode this boat to the Sohoton Natural Caves, Sohoton Caves in Basay Samar, which is next door to Taklo or to Leyte Tacloban, and there's some of the caves that we were in there. I don't know who that character is, but he's all excited about going into the cave there. You can see.
Oh yeah.
And but yeah.
Do you have pictures from Japan, any, or any travel pictures? Maybe you didn't travel much.
No, I mean, I haven't really traveled that much in Japan since I, became an iPhone user, and so my pictures of them before are, the old style camera, or even digital cameras before iPhones that aren't even worth showing, they're terrible quality. So
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, no problem. No worries. This is traveling anywhere is fine. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. So our last trip too, we went again to Amakusa. We actually ended up making pottery.
Oh.
And I made this cool thing. Let me just put that on there. It actually worked pretty well. Green now.
Oh.
This thing is a little chopstick rest.
Okay.
Sort of a strange sea snake. I didn't know what I was doing. But the potter helped us out making things, right? And I made this really nice coffee mug now. I use it all the time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that looks like it would hold a good cup of Joe there. Yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah, it holds a really good cup of Joe, and it tastes good as well because I made it.
Yep,
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Well, that was in Amakusa. Yeah, I've been there. I couldn't tell you where the pictures are. I know I've got some pictures of when I went to Arita. The Arita Yaki. Went up there and we made some things there.
Sure. Oh yeah, very famous place. Yeah.
Yep. And not too far from where we are, right? Yeah, not too far away at all, actually.
It's not. That one's in Saga, though, isn't it? Actually.
Right. Yep. That's in Saga. Yep.
Yeah. There's Arita. There's another famous area down there.
Yeah. It's amazing, but it's amazing. Saga, I don't think, you think about Kyushu. I mean, Nagasaki, of course, is famous, and Fukuoka is the big city, and Kumamoto's here in the middle, but Saga gets kind of left out in a lot of mentions, but Saga is great. The Arita Yaki, the ceramics there, and also the big balloon festival in Saga.
Yeah, right. Indeed.
Yeah.
I do know that. Have you been to that, by the way?
No, I haven't. But I really want to, because I have been to the one in Iowa, in Indianola, Iowa. We have this similar kind of event every year, and so I was kind of wanting to compare the two.
Okay.
They're both very similar kind of things. Rural areas, but big on the balloon festivals.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, sounds great. I'd love to go to that balloon festival in Saga. Yeah.
Mm.
Eventually, I do want to make it there. I keep meaning to make it. Yeah. Tell me if you know where this is, and just one or two more picks, and then we can wrap it up.
Okay.
But this one, it's not far from us.
Oh, is this Kikuchi?
How'd you know? Good.
Yeah, it looks like Kikuchi Keikoku.
Gorge.
That's a wonderful little
Kikuchi.
place there. I
Yeah,
mean, talk about some refreshing water, eh? You know, I mean, that'll wake you up. You take a dip in, you go skinny dipping in there, and you're definitely wide awake.
totally. Indeed. Right. Yep. And it's great if you haven't been to Kumamoto and to Kikuchi Gorge. Please do. Please try it. It's really great.
What's amazing to me, I mean, you know, the hottest days in Kumamoto in the summer, you know, hot and humid, and I mean, it's torture. And you go into Kikuchi Gorge, as you're going down into the gorge, you can feel the temperature, you know, just cooling down. It's like it's like you opened a door into a refrigerated room or something. You know, it's just so cool down there. You know, no matter how hot and humid it is up above, down in the gorge, it's just wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
It's at least 10 degrees cooler.
Oh,
Yeah.
at least, yeah. And yeah, and that's another thing that amazes me. You know, Kumamoto, of course, Mount Aso volcano, you know, very active and so on. So a lot of onsens around there. You know, so hot water spouting out of the ground all over the place. But then you've got these icy cold springs also. You know, it's just amazing. You know, so hot and cold running water, right? Nature provides it all.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, they sure do. It sure does. Right. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's one more pick, Dan.
Okay.
You know this. As does everyone watching, I'm sure.
Okay, is that also that we were talking about?
It is. It's also, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also is another great place. Also in Kikuchi aren't that far apart.
Right.
You can travel to and from in a day.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
Easily. For
Yeah.
sure. They're both really great, very natural spots. So we're lucky, Dan.
Yeah. You know, I mean, this kind of, beautiful green scenery is, a short little hop away from where we're living in downtown Kumamoto, you know, and it's so nice. I mean, there may be inconveniences associated with living a little bit off the beaten path there, you know. May take you an extra plane ride in order to get out, get somewhere, but the advantages to me far outweigh the disadvantages.
Definitely. Yeah, indeed.
Hello, expats in Japan. My dream is to go there with my wife next year. Cool.
Yeah.
Nazim. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, thank you. Nazim, yeah, please do.
We ought to arrange some kind of exchange here. We can go to Milan and then you can come here to Japan. Yeah.
That would be great. Sure.
Can you join?
You can.
Yep. The invite has been sent.
Do I invite? I have to invite him?
I think I already have.
Oh, you have. Okay. Yeah. Great.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll bring him up here.
Yeah. How you doing, Nazim?
Hello, gentlemen. If I can offer all the pizza and wine you want as an exchange, we can work that out.
Let's do that. That'd be great. Yeah, you're welcome.
We're coming up on an anniversary. My wife, we talked about it last year. She goes, I would love to go to Japan and just see not only Tokyo, just travel around. So next year, I think it's in the cards, depending on COVID, and hopefully by then things will be a little bit better. But I remember joining your quiz show, which was a lot of fun with those cards. That was
right. Okay.
But it's great. But it's always great to have somebody showing us Japan, which is an amazing country. How many years have you been there? I forgot to ask you that.
I've been here 33.
And Jeff?
I've been here about 22.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think the exchange is equal because I've been in Milan for 27 years. So I think based on the quota, we can work something out.
Indeed, yeah. So what took you to Milan?
A woman.
Yeah. Join the club.
Exactly. I got married on South Beach. I used to live in Miami. I was brought up in New York, did my university in Miami. She's a makeup artist. She came and we met at a party. Then we fell in love. She gave Miami a try, but she just could not handle the heat. And then her business, being a makeup artist, is Paris, London, and Milan. So she said, "Are you willing to come?" And I said, "Sure, I'm out of here."
Great. Oh,
And I've been happier ever since, because Italy is a wonderful country, to tell you the truth.
yeah, I've been to Milan. It's a beautiful city.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's where most of the stuff financially happens, and the line of work that we're involved in happens. So I'm very, very happy, and I do not miss the States. I mean, Miami, I lived there for 22 years. It was great. I did my time there, but now I'm very happy here.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, Northern Italy is great. We went to
Yeah.
Venice, Milan, and then Lake Como. Yeah.
They call, yeah, that was right. It's a spit away. It's about 45 minutes by car. So
Beautiful lake. I had no idea.
yeah. And my wife's not a biggie on the lake. She's like, well, the lakes are not my thing, but when we go up there, it's very nice. We have a place down on the. Did you get a chance to go to the Ligurian coast?
No.
Down to Genova and Portofino in that area.
No.
We got a place down by close to in a town called Camoie, which is. I did a stream from there last week, and everybody's like, "Wow, this place was amazing." And it's very, very nice and peaceful. No, Italy has a lot to offer.
Yeah.
As Japan has a lot to offer.
Japan has a lot to offer too, indeed.
Yeah.
If you do make it to Japan, do come down to Kyushu. We're on Kyushu, the southernmost big island.
Let me ask another quick. I'll add you, Jeff, because I've already added Daniel. So
Yeah, me
how
too.
long have you guys been? How long have you guys been on apps?
Haps,
I've been on just a couple of weeks, actually.
I'm
Okay.
closing in on 3 months.
Wow.
Just
Okay.
under 90 days. So yeah.
I got 58 days, but I used to be on Periscope. Then I dropped Periscope a couple of years ago. And before that, we were doing stuff on YouTube Live and stuff like that. But because we have a little blog action, me and my wife, as a hobby,
Oh, okay, great.
which is always fun to have.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I'm not going to take up any more of the conversation. Let you guys keep up the dog and pony show with the beautiful slides. And thanks for the invite.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's been
Thank you.
great. Come back again. Yeah.
Yeah, come back and visit again. Yeah. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, cool, Dan. You meet a lot of interesting people on Haps, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. I love this. I mean, it's, the learning curve is not that steep. I mean, there's a lot that you can do with it, and it doesn't take, any kind of advanced degree in order to be able to get the basics down here. It's free, for both the broadcasters and the audience, and there's such a great community. I mean, audience have been great. The developers, the people that are programming the app and so on, are really, really responsive to the people that are using it. They get on every week and give you tutorials. They listen to your feedback. It's just been a great experience. Absolutely. I couldn't have picked a better platform. I absolutely believe that.
Yeah, it's just I really, the more I do it, the more I'm really enjoying it. Yeah. At first you're kind of like, I was kind of worried, like, gosh, how do I do this? And, it's kind of intimidating, being on live TV, etc., streaming live. But, it's really, you get used to it. You really do.
Yeah. I mean, it's very different, people that maybe start out with the idea of YouTube as the standards, I mean, those are mostly videos that have been recorded and then edited and polished up and so on and everything, which is a really different kind of experience than this live interactive broadcast that we're working on, And I mean, I appreciate both formats, but I really kind of feel at home with the live interactive. I like that interaction,
It is good. There's a different vibe to it for sure. Right. I've discovered that because I've been putting some stuff up lately, right, on YouTube, right, just random things, right, traveling things and educational things for teaching English, and there's a kind of a different vibe. You can edit things, but then once you put it up, it's finished, and then right. But live, there's that different interaction. There's it's almost like being in the classroom.
Yeah.
I really enjoy teaching because you're in the classroom with students. Not now, of course, because of COVID, but
Right.
generally you're in the classroom with students and you have that live energy, and it's
Yeah.
just great.
I mean, unfortunately, the Japanese are shy, and I'd never get all their permissions. But I would just love to do one of my classes, like live on HAPS, just to give everybody in the everybody in the HAPS community the experience of being in a Japanese English classroom. I mean, they would be
Gosh.
totally shocked. It's, I mean, once you understand that that our students basically almost all of them have studied English for 6 years, all the way through from junior high school through high school, and then if they see one of our classrooms,
Yeah, indeed, right? For sure, for
Yeah.
sure. And even online, because all my classes are online now, and I think most universities the classes are online. But even online, right? It's hard to just ask them to show their face on camera.
Yep.
It really is. It
Yeah.
really is. Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Right.
Yeah, and then of course, I mean, any expectation of speaking English, just heightens their, their degree of shyness. They're just absolutely they can't do that. So of course I don't blame them. I get kind of shy when I'm asked to speak Japanese, so I can understand that.
Yeah. Totally. Oh yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, indeed. Right. Yeah, and although lately they have been getting better.
Yeah.
I'm getting more demanding too.
Mm.
Last year when we went online, I was allowing it a bit more than I do now. Now I'm like, turn on your cameras, dang it!
Yeah.
You want to pass this class?
Yeah.
No, I don't go that far, but
yeah.
It's hard. It's different. Yeah.
Another thing, with the kids on camera, I found that when they interact with each other, then they're really shy, if they're doing it on camera. But if you can get them to we have them read for like 2 or 3 minutes out of a book that they're reading. Have them read the English, right out of the book, right? And so there they have to be on camera, they have to show their face to demonstrate that they're the ones that are reading out of the book. And they're willing to do that, because it's not interactive. They don't really feel directly that people are watching them. It's like they're in front of their camera and they know that nobody's watching them live, so they can kind of put up with that.
Yeah. Exactly,
let's see.
Totally.
Red said, Jeff and Daniel, when was the last time you were both visited the States? Well, Jeff, it's been not too long ago, right?
Well, yeah, I just wrote that February 28th to March 11th, 2020.
Right.
Was the last time I was in the States, right?
For me, I think it was 2016.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's quite a ways ago. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't make it back to the States very often at all. Yeah. Definitely before the pandemic for me. Yeah, Jeff just barely before. Yeah.
I just made it. Yeah, I was able to sneak in and just get back here just in the nick of time.
Yep.
Because the day I guess the day after I got back, boom, it was everything was closed down.
Yep.
Flight suspended. Yeah.
We almost were ready for a while there.
Okay, where's that gun now? Yeah, I saw your photo on the airplane with the mask on, and I shared my photo.
Right.
See that?
Yeah.
On the plane with the mask on. No other people in the seats.
Right. Yours was if you look at mine, there are, about 8 or 10 people in the background. I mean, there are a lot of empty seats, but there are other people. Yours, you were absolutely alone, I swear.
I totally was. I totally was alone. That was going to Korea from Fukuoka.
Oh, okay.
Korea. Yeah.
And mine was on the flight coming back from the Philippines to Tokyo, to Japan. Yeah. Is there a big community of Americans living in Japan?
Okay.
Big
right.
Community. I don't know if you'd call it. I mean, there are a lot of Americans over here, either in business or a lot of us here teaching English and so on. Community, I don't know. You want to call it a community? We don't live necessarily close to each other at all.
Yeah. Depends on where you are.
No, Jeff, you're breaking up again. But yeah, it definitely depends on where you are. There tend to be some clusters, of people, Americans living in close proximity. Oh, Cindy, or I'm sorry, Cindy, Candy Sakai. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know why I called you Cindy. Sorry about that. Candy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we were mentioning other broadcasters in Japan, and sorry, I totally missed you, but want to give a big shout out to Candy Sakai. Everyone should be checking out her broadcast too. They're really good. She was doing one on the torch carrying a while back. I saw. Yeah. Do you know Candy, Jeff?
Candy?
Candy Sakai?
No.
Oh yeah, she's another one. Does a broadcast here.
Oh, does she really? Okay.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. I'll have to look her up too. Yeah, great. Okay.
Yep.
There's a little bit of a community. It depends on where you are, of course. In Kumamoto, there are a few.
Right. It seems to me that Americans, don't necessarily cluster together, at least not in their living. I mean, we interact a lot, professionally. We're, the fellow, college professors and so on. But I've noticed people from other countries. I know a Japanese woman who married a man from Brazil, and he's now living in, I believe it's Nagano Prefecture, in a little community that is primarily Brazilians in the area where they live.
Oh, wow.
So she's picked up Portuguese. My friend has picked up Portuguese now that she's living in this basically Brazilian community. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Excellent. Yeah. So
there you go, Jeff. A couple of high fives.
Yeah. Thanks, Candy, and thanks, Rita. Yeah, excellent. Thank you both. Excellent. Wow, it's great.
Yeah. Friends from Brazil living in Japan. There are many, right? Yes, there are. There are areas of Japan where there are quite a large number of Brazilians living here. Yeah, there really are.
That's great. We could pick up Portuguese.
Yeah. Yep. There
Especially
you go.
Nagoya. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Here, I mean, Kumamoto has, a number of, of international residents, a lot of Americans and some Brits and some Aussies and so on, Canadians, of course. But we've got, we've got some other, what's his name? The Mexican, or the Mexican restaurant that we go to.
Alejandro? You're talking? Yeah, Alejandro.
Yeah. So there are, but you can walk down
Mexico, I think, isn't he?
What's that?
Mexico, isn't he?
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can walk down the street, and on any given day, you may or may not see another foreigner. I mean, it's not uncommon, but we're not so many that you can count on running into one of us at any time on any day.
That's true.
So the foreigners are here, but they're kind of few and far between.
Yeah. Geisha is there's a lot of misconceptions with geisha. They're
still respected. Yeah,
they are respected. But I mean, they're like people don't see geisha. Basically, regular people don't see. I mean, they're like, spending time with them because they're so highly trained. They're so artistic in playing the traditional Japanese music, the Japanese dance, and the teaser and everything. I mean, they're just extremely highly trained, and to pay, for the company, to have them entertain you is just, I mean, it's beyond my pocketbook. You could put Jeff and my salary together for a couple of years, and maybe get 15 minutes of a geisha's time.
Yeah, that's true. Indeed. Yeah. So I mean, it's interesting to see in Kyoto. You can find them.
Yes.
Take your picture with the geisha. I think there are places where you can dress up like a geisha.
Yeah.
Take a rickshaw ride with a geisha.
Yeah. Or usually the Maiko, right? Rather than the geisha.
Maiko, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, which is another thing. Everybody hears the word geisha, but nobody knows what the Maiko is, which is kind of like a junior geisha, kind of almost a geisha in training kind of thing.
I was
Yeah.
just going to say a trainee geisha.
Right. Yep.
So yeah, they're the ones who do the rickshaw rides.
Right. They're the ones that you can hope to see. Yeah. The real geisha are just they're
They're out of reach, right?
yeah.
Oh, Candy says that's a subject of her photography. I guess geisha. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You want to
interesting.
call? Let's invite. See if Candy wants to come up. Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, if Candy, if you'd like to come up and chat for a while, that would be really cool. I mean, here
I'm gonna
we
go
are.
in a little bit, but
You got to go.
yeah.
Okay. All right. No
in a
worries.
little while. But
Yeah.
no, I got a few more minutes.
Okay. Yeah, but definitely Candy's broadcast is one that you've got to check out. Here,
Yes.
hello.
Hey, Candy, how you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Hi.
Good. Excellent. Yeah, great.
Nice. I'm sorry about I just cut my hair.
Oh, there we go. There we
Really?
go. Yeah, welcome.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
Wow. See?
Cool.
Yeah, I just shaved it off. Boom.
There you go, right?
There
Which
you
is cool, literally, in
Yeah.
the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of my cornrows, my braids, and everything, I was fed up. I said, "Let me shave this thing," and I did.
Wow.
But it's so refreshing though.
Yeah, absolutely. Japanese summers, you got to do something to get away from the heat, right? Yeah.
Yeah, oh, totally.
Absolutely. True.
I mean,
Minasan, domo, konbanwa.
Konbanwa.
Yeah, that's
Konbanwa.
right.
Yoroshiku
That's
onegaishimasu.
brave too. That's brave. I mean, I don't know. Could you do that, Dan?
Ah,
Yeah.
mine's naturally, reaching that state quite quickly, here.
True. Yeah, I still got
I
a
used
little
to
bit.
have a long hair. This
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
this long, and I shaved it this year. I said, "What for a change? I will." Boom, and I did. I did.
wow, cool. No,
Oh, you did. That's great.
excellent.
I just
Awesome.
Did it. Yeah,
Mm.
I just did it.
Awesome. Looks good.
Candy
Maybe I'll have to
fresh.
challenge it.
Fresh.
Oh yeah.
So how much you guys gonna pay me if I do that?
Somebody had no. I did what I have to do because of the fashion show that was by last March, and I did that because I want to look fresh and everything. So
Mm.
I did shave my head before the fashion show, and I did
Wow.
it just like that
Wow.
in a snap.
Excellent. Excellent. Really good.
So
Good.
everybody
Yeah.
was like, "Okay, you were here last year, but you have a long hair." I said, "Yeah, I have a long hair. So what? So what?"
There you go. Well, it looks refreshing though. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, nobody knows. Nobody knows when I go because I'm wearing a mask. So if I wear a mask, they will say, "Who is he or she?" I'm like, okay, can you see the big earrings around here? It's a she. Okay.
There you go. Cool. When do you usually broadcast, Candy?
It's totally random right
Yeah.
now, and I'm focusing on my health. That's number one. But the last time I did was the update of the state of emergency. I was by Shibuya.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Wow.
There by the 4th, 1:30 in the afternoon my time. It was totally, oh my god, where is the state of emergency here? Okay, you can see
Wow.
some store locked, some store closed. The people, oh my goodness, they're on the road.
Wow. Yeah. I know that's the thing about Japan, right?
I know, it's crazy, and they're saying the numbers is getting higher by the day. But people, I'm seeing you by the train, you by the streets, by the back streets. Oh well.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
be
Yeah. Yeah.
careful. Let me be careful.
I
So
know.
I'm
Let's
going
be
to,
careful. Yeah.
yeah. And the vaccine right now is here. Don't you? Yeah,
Is it, yeah. I have heard it is here. Yeah.
it is here in our city, and we're starting tomorrow. The
Oh,
first
wow.
batch. The first batch will be tomorrow for the
Okay.
That's
elder.
great.
For the elderly,
And
okay.
and I'm saying no. That's
Yeah.
not for me because I'm sick right now, so I cannot get the vaccine. Nope, I cannot get it.
Mm-mm.
So
Yeah.
I'll pass that one. If
Yeah.
the doctor will say I can get it, then
Mhm.
maybe I'll shoot it, but
Mm.
I'm not quite sure about that. And
Well,
for the Olympics, now it's a quick, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to
I
get
know,
sick.
right?
Well, my wife got the first shot. My wife also already got the first shot. She works in the hospital, so
Yeah,
she
you
got
told
the
me
first
about
shot. Yeah.
Yeah, she's lucky. She works in a hospital, right?
Yeah. One of our
Mhm.
friends is on the list here coming up soon. He's got a chance to get the shot. Did you hear about that, Jeff?
No, who's that?
No. David?
Oh no,
Yep.
didn't hear
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
Why?
He's
How's
got
that?
some connection. He's got some connection with the hospital, so he's on a
Oh,
list. Yeah.
all
Yeah.
right.
Oh, cool.
Well, if he can get it, he's lucky.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm chomping at the bit to get mine, you know.
Yeah,
Let your
yeah.
wife do the
We
talking for
too.
you.
Us too.
And Jeff.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, maybe.
I was just sharing my thought about the subject of my photography. Yes, this is
Yeah.
some of my work. Just
Yeah,
some.
please show us. Yeah, I'd love to see it.
This was from the past.
Wow.
That
You're
one.
right. That's
And this
beautiful.
one too. This one is
Okay.
very rare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
this one is
Wow.
rare. And this one won a wedding photography 3 years ago.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Those are
this
great.
is just some. This is just the sum of my
Right.
photographies and everything.
Mhm.
Excellent.
But it's a game that I love anyway. That's okay. And you can see it on my Instagram and other stuff. Oh boy.
Yeah, okay, definitely.
For sure.
Definitely. Yeah. I'm following you here, but I'm not following you on Instagram yet. That's something I
I
have to
know.
do. Yeah.
And
That's
for the
good.
Olympics, I don't know, but I'm getting emails about that. So I'm not quite so sure if they're going to make it or not because of this rumors. But I don't know.
Who knows, right?
Yeah,
Time will
exactly.
tell, I guess.
Exactly. But they gave me already the T-shirt. I have the T-shirt already.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Mhm.
cool.
I got the T-shirt. I just received my T-shirt. Not the official uniform is coming out and my press pass, but the first they send me the T-shirt. Really? What I'm going to do with this? What I'm going to do with the F T-shirt? Really, guys?
Oh.
Let's see. Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, excellent. Nice.
But it's big. Two XL.
That's okay.
Really, guys?
There you go. Right.
And they're crazy. Really?
Oh, wow.
Oh, well,
Nice.
that's lovely.
They send this T-shirt and this, so I have 3 medals around me. Really, guys? They have this one, the bronze, the silver, and the gold and the silver.
Right.
Over there you go. Right.
And last year I got this one.
Oh, wow.
Good, good.
This one is for first.
Wow. You've got quite a collection there already. Yeah.
Yep. But I don't know. I'm still waiting for the official one, which will come. I don't know what is the uniform, but they're saying they're adjusting because it's summer. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still
Right.
don't have any idea what it's all about. I'll just keep my mouth shut. If you see me on live and you see me on the opening ceremony, hi guys.
Well, tell you, if they do the Olympics in Tokyo this year, I think they ought to have the hazmat suits as the official uniform. You know, the full face, the hazmat suits.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, watch him try to do the pole vault in that, huh?
Mhm. I was just looking forward for that. I will just say, let me have the full mask on. I don't
Right.
want to be contaminated. Just
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
the
right.
face shield, everything.
Indeed. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to cut it off here. Is that
Thank you.
okay with you?
Thank
so
you,
much.
Candy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yep.
Candy.
Bye.
Thanks
Yeah,
a lot.
bye-bye.
Excellent. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff. It's been good. It's been cool.
Great.
It's been real. And yeah, let's do it again next week. What do you say?
Let's do that. Sounds
Right.
good.
Okay, so people watch for Jeff. If you're not following him, follow Jeff the man, right? Jeff Morrow, that's the guy you want to follow.
Thank
He
you.
usually does this a little earlier in the day, right? But hey, with the nice group that we've had here, maybe this is a good time slot.
I'm thinking about changing it to this time
Yeah.
slot. Yeah. Let's
This
try
might
that.
be good. This might be good. Yeah, cool.
Really
So anyway, thank you, Jeff.
Thanks, Dan. Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.